Hello and welcome. This is Groovy Gift Giving. My name is Theodore. For this video, I'm going to explain why, when it comes to gift giving, genuine surprises are always the best. Something we've discussed on this channel from the beginning is the topic of listening and the topic of getting the gift for them. Now, based on that, you might think that the best way to get someone a good gift is to ask them directly, what do you want? And then just get that for them. I had someone ask me this one time, I guess a few years ago when I was talking about gift giving. Why is it best to do a surprise when, you could just ask someone and they'll get you exactly, you get them exactly what they want. And my response was something along the lines of, well, it's for the same reason why you don't read the last page of a mystery novel first, because the surprise is a big part of the fun. It's the adventure. I think it's best to come up with a gift that someone isn't expecting and to surprise them, or at least find a way to surprise them in one way or another through a secondary gift or through a creative presentation of the gift. This is one of the reasons why I'm such a fan of just because or anytime gifts. You expect to get gifts on your birthday or on Christmas or on Hanukkah or on your anniversary or on Mother's Day or Father's Day, but we aren't expecting gifts on most other days throughout the year, right? So it is actually a missed opportunity if we aren't getting people gifts on these particular days. And I think there's good news about getting people gifts on these days when we get people gifts and they aren't expecting them. The threshold is much lower than it is on days where they're expecting gifts. Because I think that if you aren't expecting a gift, any gift seems like a surprise and seems like a good surprise and a welcome surprise. And I think that anytime gifts are really the ultimate form of gift giving. I think this is true next level gift giving when we begin to give people gifts when they are least expecting it. And like I said, I think that with the threshold being lower, this should take some of the pressure off because we don't have to go all out with these types of gifts if they aren't expecting anything. Let's say, for example, if you have a friend or a partner who loves Reese's peanut butter cups, I think it would be an awesome experience for them if you were to, maybe on your way home one day, to drop by a store and grab a couple Reese's peanut butter cups, packs of Reese's peanut butter cups, and then package them together with a bow or something and then bring them home for them just as a gift. I think that would be a very welcome for someone who loves that. It would completely catch them off guard and would be a very welcome gift because they weren't expecting anything at all. If you happen to have a partner who loves flowers, randomly grabbing a single flower or small bouquet of flowers on just a random day when there's nothing is going on, there's no holiday or anything, just randomly grabbing them flowers would be an incredible surprise for them. I would even say that if you have a partner who loves flowers in the springtime, you can, if you're just driving around and you happen to see some wildflowers, stopping the car, going out and picking a small bunch of wildflowers would be a very impressive and welcome gift for someone who loves flowers. That's a really good surprise. It seems totally random. And again, the threshold is much lower when there's a very genuine surprise occurring. But start thinking along these lines of little gifts you can give people throughout the year that are strategically picked on random days where gifts are not expected. But I think we can also think along the lines of getting people gifts that aren't necessarily completely random, but still are unexpected. Let me give you an example of this. My wife loves to swim. She loves water parks, she loves beaches, she loves lakes, she loves swimming pools, anything that involves swimming, she loves it. So a few years ago, I saw something in a store during the winter that I thought she would really, really like to take with her when she goes swimming sometimes. And it was a sunscreen bottle, or it was a flask disguised as a sunscreen bottle. And I knew she would she likes things like that, and I think she would have a lot of fun going swimming and bringing that along with her. But I saw it in the winter, and I noticed it and I thought, okay, well, that's a really cool gift for her, but I knew that it would be a little bit weird to give her that, or it would lose a lot of the impact if I gave it to her in the winter or for Christmas, or even if I gave it to her on her birthday at the end of, toward the end of summer. So what I did is I kept it, and what my plan was to give it to her the first time right before she was going to go swimming. I did this probably, I don't know, 3 years ago or so. And I got it for her, completely caught her off guard, and it was a very welcome gift, and she really loved it. And something else kind of along these lines, or when I've mentioned on a few different occasions an example of, say if my wife were having a very stressful week where she was working lots and lots of hours, if I were to get her a gift card, say if she was really tired, if I were to get her a Starbucks gift card for a week where she was having to work long hours, that would be a very good sort of anytime gift, but it is, I guess, strategic for her during a time period. Or at the end of a stressful week, if I got her a gift card or a gift certificate for a massage or something like that, would be really good. It's not an established holiday or anything, but it is built on something that's occurring, and it is a very, very good gift. A very good time to give a gift. I think thinking along these lines would also be really good. Now, I also very much enjoy these lists you can find online of the weird or unusual holidays that are occurring now. I think there's literally one every day of the year now, and you can find these lists online. I'm filming this in early September, and just a few days ago, let me see, on September 1st was National No Rhyme, No Reason Day, which I think is perfect. It would be really, really fun and interesting to get someone a gift on September 1st and say, hey, this is National No Rhyme, No Reason Day. Here's a gift for you. And again, it wouldn't have to be anything particularly elaborate. It could just be something kind of fun that they would like. And it would completely catch them off guard. I think these are really good prompts for anytime gifts. Let me see. The September 3rd is National Lazy Mom Day, which I think would be awesome for a lot of moms I know. I know a few moms who I think would absolutely love receiving something, particularly if it's, say, something relaxation themed on this day. However, I would be careful with one like this. I do know other moms who would not like to receive a gift on that day. So still, it's about learning the people you're around and listening to them and understanding them. And I think that some would love to receive a gift on that day, others would not. But I think that, again, you can go online and find these lists. On September 4th is World Beard Day, which would definitely be a good day to get me a gift. I would be a very good candidate for that holiday. I almost always have a beard, and I've had for many years pretty much always had a beard. I don't know, beard combs or beard oil. I think I could never have enough of that. So this is if you know someone who has beard or facial hair, this would be kind of a fun little day to get them a gift for, I guess, for them and for their beard. Anyway, I think you get the point. Find a list online like this, and this is a good prompt for anytime gifts for you to give to your loved ones. There are also new holidays popping up that I guess some of them have been around for a while, but they're not really observed to the degree of, say, Mother's Day or Father's Day. There's a Friendship Day, there's Sister's Day. I'm sure there's a Grandparents' Day, I know that. I think these can be really good too, because few people expect a gift on these days, so again, the threshold can be lower, and it can be very meaningful to remember somebody on a day like this, or doing a gift exchange with someone on these days would be really good. I think that, I don't know, I'm a person who thinks that we should do more things like this. So anyway, I recommend finding a list online and seeing what you can discover. When it comes to gift surprises, gifts for children are in a little bit of a different category here, because children often are entirely reliant on holidays and birthdays to get a lot of their toys and gifts. And so when they specifically say, I want this toy, or this is the toy I want, surprising them with something that's creative and thoughtful would likely not be very appreciated. I mentioned before, the tapestry. I showed this in a previous video where I had a family members who spent a few years in Egypt, and they brought us all gifts from Egypt, and I got that's my name in hieroglyphics. And it was the kind of thing I didn't really appreciate as a child. I was actually kind of bummed out about it when I saw it, if I'm being honest. And it's the kind of thing that I didn't really appreciate until I was in my teen years. And now, of course, I love it and I think it's great. I think it's wonderful. But it's the kind of thing that, yeah, I remember just not being happy with it. I was, I would probably have been happy with some sort of toy, but, it would have been just a toy that I would have played with, and it would have gotten worn out and would have either breaking and being thrown out or donated or disappeared or whatever. And this, however, something that's a nice keepsake. I think that, again, getting children things that are surprises or creative and thoughtful, it's just a little bit different with them, because I think kind of need to have, like, maybe getting them things that are thoughtful that you expect them to not appreciate until they're older. And then, of course, you probably do need to get them some of the things that they specifically are into right at that time. But again, it's just different for, getting gifts for children. It's quite a bit different. And I do have another caveat when it comes to surprises with gifts, and that is weddings. Wedding gifts are one that I know that when my wife and I, when we got married, we set up our registry, and then there were people who got us things that were off the registry. There were people who got us things that we didn't want at all. There are people who didn't pay attention to the registry or didn't mark things on the registry, and so we ended up getting multiple gifts. It became kind of a mess, and I think this is something that people should follow the registry. If you want something to be a surprise or be unique, a secondary gift would be a good idea, or finding a unique or thoughtful, creative presentation of that gift would also be really good. But yeah, please stick to the registry when it comes to wedding gifts. I imagine the same thing would go for a baby shower. People are not just, this isn't a standard gift exchange. People are relying on these gifts sometimes to set up, they're starting their life together, and this is helping them start that life together. And it's not the time to really surprise them with something creative and interesting, particularly if it's the only gift you get them. Anyway, just urge you to stick to the registry. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. I think gift surprises almost always the best, but with anything on this topic, it's best to know the person, understand them, understand their interests and desires, and then buy gifts or, I guess, experiences for them based on what you've learned about them. That's the best way to go. And that is it for this video. My next video will be the last video of this series of the 10 tips for next level gift giving. And it will be on the topic of keeping gifts on your mind year-round. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in an upcoming video. Thank you.